Antoine Griezmann is now a Barcelona player. This, of course, very much coming out of left field. Barca, c'est magnifique was the highlight. They were very excited and did a nice little video with Griezmann talking about trains. Atletico, though, still not happy. They want 80 million. Good luck with that. But it's done, yes?
It is done, but I think it might just rumble on a few more weeks because Atletico aren't going to let 80 million euros just slide away without any kind of fuss. Obviously, Barca will contest what Atletico are saying, but I do think that Atletico will try and, force it legally a little bit because, they're convinced that the deal was done or certainly begun before Griezmann's clause was activated. So it's a little bit of a saga that will run and run, but I just think Atletico, they're a big club in Spain. They don't want to be seen to be pushed around by Real or Barca, and I think they're just trying to, state the case that, we won't be pushed around by Barcelona. Like you say, I don't think it'll end up with them getting 80 million euros, but they might get a little bit more.
What's weird, boys, this is one of the biggest signings ever in football financially, yet we've talked about it to death, basically, over the last few days, so it's difficult to add too much more. Let's talk about Barca with Griezmann going forward. We asked you, Ali, for your Barca 11 as it stands with Griezmann.
And this is very fluid. So I'm not even going to bother...
Excuses already.
I'm just going to tell you that I'm not even going to bother about the back four. However, when we look at the front three for Barcelona, you have to think that Coutinho is gone.
Yep.
So Griezmann, who is he going to step in? Not for Messi, not for Suarez, but certainly Coutinho. If Neymar is added to this equation, then Suarez, he gone.
Not four.
No, I'm not playing all four of them. No. I need some balance somewhere.
But what about Ousmane Dembele, who the Barca president...
He goes.
No, but the Barca president said that he's much better than Neymar.
As I said at the time, I'm just convinced that he was seeing that in an effort to boost Dembele's own profile and probably price. I don't see how or where Dembele fits in, especially now that Griezmann signed.
So, Ali, of course, mentioned Neymar, Mark. Does this mean anything regarding the future of the Brazilian and possibly bringing him in from PSG, that Griezmann is set and it's done?
I'd be really surprised if this opens the door for Neymar to go to Barcelona because, first of all, they have to get people out the door. They have to, maybe Coutinho will go because I think Coutinho, there are plenty of clubs that could do with a number 10 who can score goals, who can create. I mean, I'm sure Liverpool would take him back if they could afford him because he would give them something different. I think Man United would love to have somebody like Coutinho. What sort of fee Barca would want for him would be another question. They actually spent £142 million to sign him, so he won't come cheap. Dembele, like the guys say, is another one that I think they overpaid for. So, if Coutinho and Dembele are sold on, they could probably raise 140, 150 million, which could go towards Neymar. But, Neymar, Griezmann, Messi, Suarez, that is a lot of players to get into one forward line. And maybe Suarez would be the fall guy at some point, but I don't think Neymar and Messi worked too well together in the first place. Anyway, I'm not sure that Neymar was a huge success at Barcelona. He won the big trophies, but in terms of what he contributed, I think that when he left, I thought they kind of breathed a bit of a sigh of relief that he'd gone and they could, have a more productive forward line. But it's all about big names these days and brand players, and I think Neymar to Barcelona will continue to be a story, but I don't see it happening this summer because I just don't see how the money stacks up.
Doesn't get much bigger, does it, the Neymar brand? Ali, looking at it, that team without Neymar, is it better than Liverpool, Manchester City, this new look Real Madrid?
I think it's a more competitive version of Barcelona compared to what we saw against Liverpool in last year's Champions League. When you consider that second leg, it was all about the lack of athleticism in the midfield for Barcelona. And I think you get that with Frenkie de Jong. And I think you get more athletic with Griezmann and more effective in the attack. So you think it's better than what they were, but not better than Liverpool or Manchester City.
But then you add this guy.
Well, yeah, that guy is pretty good. Yeah, he's pretty good. And I disagree with Mark. I thought they were good with Neymar. They won Champions League. They won the league. What else do you want? I don't think they were any better without Neymar than they were with this guy on the field.